Most people believe that eating food at night will directly lead to fat gain in the body. They avoid eating after a certain hour, thinking this one simple rule will completely protect them. They finish dinner early, feel proud of themselves, and believe this choice prevents weight gain entirely. On the surface, this logic feels completely reasonable and nearly impossible to argue against in any way. During the day, you are active, moving around, burning energy with every step you take outside. But at night, everything slows down, so the assumption feels perfectly natural and very simple to accept. Eat less at night, burn more fat. This idea has been repeated for many decades worldwide now. But the human body does not operate on simple assumptions or surface-level thinking that ignores real biology. Fat loss is not controlled by the clock hanging on your wall or the hour of day. It is controlled by signals, powerful biological signals that your body receives from every food you eat. And those signals make one very specific decision that most people have never fully understood before now. They decide whether your body burns stored fat while you sleep or whether it quietly stores more. And the most important signal of all is sent before you even close your eyes at night. The moment night begins, something starts shifting inside your body that most people never stop to think about. Your body stops focusing on external activity and begins turning its full attention completely inward instead. Repair processes begin quietly in the background. Cells start regenerating, and hormones begin shifting into different roles. One hormone becomes especially important during this specific window of time that happens every single night. That hormone is growth hormone, and it rises significantly during the earliest stages of deep sleep. It supports recovery throughout the body, helps maintain muscle tissue, and plays a direct role in fat metabolism. But here is the condition that almost nobody ever hears about in any health conversation anywhere. Growth hormone only works effectively when insulin levels inside your body are kept genuinely and consistently low. Because insulin and fat burning exist in direct competition with each other inside your body at all times. When insulin is elevated, your body enters full storage mode and begins holding on to available energy very tightly. When insulin is low, your body can finally release stored fat and begin using it as real fuel. So the entire fat-burning system that operates during sleep depends on one single condition above everything else. You must keep insulin stable before you sleep, and truly understanding this changes absolutely everything for you. Most people unknowingly send the exact opposite signal to their body in the moments right before sleeping. They eat something small before bed because it feels completely harmless, just a quick and innocent little snack. A piece of bread, a few crackers, something sweet, or something labeled as perfectly healthy and natural food. In terms of calories, it might not seem like very much at all to most ordinary people. But biologically, the impact of that seemingly harmless snack is far more significant than most people ever imagine. Carbohydrates raise blood glucose, and when blood glucose rises, insulin follows it almost immediately every single time. And when insulin rises sharply inside your body, fat burning does not just slow down, it stops completely. Not partially reduced, not slightly limited, but completely and fully switched off without any warning or visible sign. At that very moment, your body stops preparing to burn stored fat and begins preparing to store energy instead. This metabolic shift happens silently inside you, without you feeling it, without any immediate sign appearing anywhere. But it completely changes the entire direction of your metabolism for the rest of that night. Every single hour of sleep that follows becomes a missed opportunity that you never even knew existed. Your body was ready to do the work. It had every tool ready, but the wrong signal stopped it. Now imagine changing just one small variable in this exact same evening scenario before going to bed tonight. Instead of carbohydrates, you eat something completely different, something your body responds to in a very different way. You eat 3 eggs, cooked gently with the yolks kept soft and a small amount of fat added. No sugar, no starch, no refined carbohydrates of any kind, just clean protein and natural, healthy fat together. This seems like a very small and simple change, but inside your body it creates a completely different environment. Eggs digest slowly by nature, and especially when they are combined with a small amount of natural fat. This slow digestion creates a gradual release of nutrients into your bloodstream that unfolds over many quiet hours. There is no spike, no sudden surge in blood glucose, no dramatic rise that triggers a strong hormonal response. Insulin increases only slightly and remains fully controlled, which means your body stays completely out of storage mode. And because insulin stays stable throughout the night, fat remains accessible and your body does not lock it away. Something else begins to happen beneath the surface as the hours of the night continue to pass quietly. Your brain and body begin entering a state of deep and powerful synchronization during the overnight sleeping hours. During sleep, your brain and body are coordinating multiple critical systems all at the exact same time. Energy regulation, hormonal balance, cellular repair. All of these essential systems depend entirely on biological stability to function. When blood glucose is stable throughout the night, the brain does not send emergency signals or stress responses. There is no crisis happening inside you, no reason for cortisol to rise and disrupt your sleep at all. So sleep becomes deeper, longer, and far more restorative than it could have been with an unstable meal. And deeper sleep enhances the release of growth hormone even further into your bloodstream throughout the overnight hours. This creates a feedback loop inside your body that most people have never been told about before now. Stable food leads to stable hormones, and stable hormones lead directly to deeper and far more restorative sleep. Deeper sleep then leads to stronger growth hormone release and significantly more efficient fat burning throughout the entire night. A single simple decision made before bed creates a quiet chain reaction that lasts the entire night through. This is not complicated biology. It is your body doing exactly what it was always designed and built to do. But it can only perform correctly when you give it the right conditions to begin working with first. Your liver is one of the most important and deeply underappreciated organs in the entire fat-burning process. It acts like a large distribution center for energy, constantly receiving and processing incoming fat from throughout the body. Fat arrives at the liver continuously throughout the night, but it cannot leave without being properly processed first. It must be carefully converted into specific transport particles before it can be sent into the bloodstream as fuel. This critical packaging and transport process depends entirely on a specific nutrient that most people rarely think about. That essential nutrient is choline, and egg yolks happen to be one of the richest dietary sources available anywhere. Without enough choline available, fat becomes trapped inside the liver and cannot be released as usable overnight energy. Over time, a consistent shortage of choline slowly but significantly reduces fat metabolism across the entire body. The liver becomes sluggish, the entire process stalls, and fat stays locked away despite your body needing fuel. But when choline is present in sufficient amounts, the liver can efficiently package and release fat properly throughout the night. That released fat enters the bloodstream, where it can finally be used as clean overnight energy for the body. So while you sleep peacefully in your bed, your liver is actively working on your behalf in darkness. And the specific nutrients you consumed before bed determine exactly how efficiently this entire critical process will work. This process is completely invisible. You cannot feel it happening. There is absolutely no sensation or sign of it. But it is continuous, running hour after hour throughout the entire night, quietly doing its essential work. And that quiet, consistent, and uninterrupted work is exactly what creates real and visible results in your body over time. As the night deepens further, your body has no incoming food and no external energy source left at all, so it must rely entirely on its stored energy reserves to keep all essential systems running smoothly overnight. Under the right hormonal conditions, that stored energy comes from fat, not from precious muscle tissue instead, but only when insulin remains low enough to allow fat to be efficiently released from its storage sites throughout the body. If insulin is elevated from an earlier poor food choice, fat cannot be released from storage cells efficiently. It sits completely untouched in storage while your body desperately searches elsewhere for the energy it urgently needs. And often, it finds that energy by breaking down muscle tissue instead, which is the last thing you want. This is exactly where eggs play yet another important role that very few people ever talk about openly. They provide your body with sufficient protein to preserve and protect muscle tissue during the entire overnight fasting period. This is absolutely critical for long-term fat loss, far more critical than most people ever fully realize. Your body always prioritizes protecting what it considers most valuable, and muscle tissue is something it values very highly.